Welcome to Overcoming Ageism, a workshop presented by WorkSource Spokane. I'm Alan, here with my colleague Ada. Before we dive in, a quick note. Ada and I aren't real people. We're scripted voices, created in collaboration with Tyler Wright, who works with AI to craft and deliver these lessons.
That's right. Think of us as guides that Tyler designed to help present ideas, research, and strategies in a conversational way. Our words come from a blend of human expertise and AI support, a collaboration that allows us to focus more on clarity, accuracy, and engaging discussion.
And with that out in the open, let's get started by exploring how ageism appears in today's job market and what you can do to navigate it with confidence.
Let's start with one of the most invisible challenges, resume screening. Before we go further, take a moment. How many resumes do you think never make it into a hiring manager's hands?
Research suggests that about 70 to 80% are screened out before a hiring manager ever sees them. That's the majority of applications, gone before a person even looks at them.
Have you ever wondered why your resume didn't get a callback? What details might have signaled your age, even unintentionally?
And who's doing that screening? Often it's entry-level staff or applicant tracking systems, software typically configured by younger workers. That's why being intentional about how you present yourself on paper matters.
Perception of age plays a big role here. Old isn't a fixed number. It's shaped by your own age and life experience.
Think back. When you were younger, what number felt old to you? Has that number shifted over time?
If you're comfortable, jot down that number. Then write the age you are now. What's changed in how you view old? This shift in perception is key to understanding bias, both yours and others.
That's why we recommend avoiding age cues in written materials. You never know if the screener's mental definition of old is 35 or 55. That means skipping graduation years, avoiding phrases like seasoned professional, and focus instead on outcomes, what you've built, led, or improved.
Once you're in the interview, your age will be more obvious, but that's your opportunity to counter bias in real time.
You can do that by showing vibrancy, adaptability, and tech fluency in both your words and your presence.
For instance, you might mention how you've adapted to remote work tools, led a cross-generational team, or learned a new platform recently, even if it wasn't required.
Ageism is real prejudice, especially toward older adults. In many cultures, from Confucian-influenced societies in East Asia to numerous indigenous nations in North America, elders are valued as keepers of knowledge, tradition, and community continuity. In much of contemporary Western culture, however, there's a stronger emphasis on youth, which can shift how older adults are viewed.
In many traditions, elders are seen as bridges, linking past wisdom to future possibility. That's a role you can embody in the workplace, too.
One big reason for that shift is reduced intergenerational contact. Decades ago, more people lived near or even with grandparents, which meant regular personal relationships across generations.
With more geographic mobility, many families now live far apart, so younger people form perceptions of older adults largely through media.
And media shapes perception. Older TV shows like The Waltons often portrayed elders as wise and stable. More recent sitcoms, such as Everybody Loves Raymond, tended to frame them as out of touch or comically annoying.
And it's not just TV. Social media often amplifies youth-centric narratives. That's why your presence, both online and in person, can help rewrite the story.
This is the kind of narrative you may have to rewrite in your interview by deliberately emphasizing traits that challenge those stereotypes.
In terms of workplace protections, U.S. law, specifically the Age Discrimination in Employment Act, safeguards workers age 40 and older from age-based discrimination. Younger workers aren't covered by the law, but studies show that those under 25 can also face bias, often tied to assumptions about inexperience.
If you believe you've experienced age discrimination, you can file a complaint with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, but documentation and timing matter. We'll touch on that in a future session.
People over 45 do get hired. Local publications like the Spokane Journal of Business and the Seattle Times have profiled many recent hires in that age bracket.
So, while the challenges are real, so are the opportunities.
We'll look at stereotypes like can't learn new tech or set in their ways, and how to flip them into strengths. If you've heard one of these before, bring it with you.
In our next session, we'll unpack the most common stereotypes and how to diffuse them.
Before we wrap up, think of one assumption you've personally encountered about age in your career. Hold on to it. We'll use it as our starting point next time.